The vessel, China's largest amphibious assault ship, could be used as a landing platform for air strikes against Taiwan, observers say. The Chinese military recently said it had staged a live fire drill in the South China Sea, with photos showing an armed helicopter landing on a deck. China's first Type 075 landing helicopter assault dock is expected to be deployed in the South China Sea rather than the East China Sea, highlighting its potential use in confrontations in the disputed waters as well as the potential Taiwan missions for which it was designed. Satellite images obtained last month by Washington think tank the Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS, showed the amphibious assault vessel berthed in Sanya on the southern island province of Hainan, on the doorstep of the South China Sea. Designed for a possible war to try to take Taiwan, it is likely to join the People's Liberation Army's (PLA's) naval fleet in the Southern Theater Command, tasked with monitoring the Taiwan Strait and the South China Sea. According to War Industry Black Technology, a social media account run by a former PLA official, on Monday. The Type 075 is expected to be commissioned next year, then deployed to the South Sea Fleet. Able to carry an estimated 30 helicopters and hundreds of troops, it is China's largest amphibious assault ship, and the world's third largest, behind the United States Wasp-class and America-class ships. If the PLA wants to take Taiwan back, it's necessary for the Eastern and Southern Theater Commands to work together in a joint operation, military commentator and former PLA instructor Song Zhangping said. The South China Sea, where sea conditions are more complicated, would be more suitable for the Type 075 to undergo comprehensive sea trials for combat-ready preparation. A military source told the South China Morning Post that the first and second of the three Type 75s China had built would deploy to the South Sea Fleet, because the more outdated ports in the east, such as on the Fujian coast, were too small to accommodate the giant ships. Yulin Naval Base, in Sanya, is believed to be Asia's largest. Lu Li-shi, a former instructor at Taiwan's Naval Academy, said the Type 075 could be turned into landing platforms to support air strikes against Taiwan by the PLA Air Force, in the event of an invasion. The Beijing government views Taiwan as a renegade province that must be brought back into mainland China's fold, by force if necessary. The PLA's armed helicopter squadrons would need flexible transition landing platforms for refueling and other logistic support, Liu said, adding that the Type 075 in the south would be the best option. In a military drill in August, the PLA tested the use of a civilian heavy lift ship as a floating landing pad for its armed helicopters, indicating it was a simulation of using the Type 075 as the supporting platform. Beijing-based military expert Zhou Chenming said the Type 075 could play a more important strategic role in the South China Sea, given that the PLA had deployed three Type 071 amphibious landing dock ships, an inferior version of the Type 075 to Taiwan Strait. Besides Taiwan, there are no other places for landing. The Type 075 could carry both troops and logistic support to remote islands in the South China Sea, which is more important, Zhou said. China has built 8 artificial islands in the disputed South China Sea, 7 of them in the contested Spratly Islands. The satellite images released last month by the CSIS suggested the Type 075 had sailed into the disputed waters for its second round of trials. The PLA Navy's website said it had conducted a 9-day live fire drill in the South China Sea in early winter, accompanied by photographs showing an armed helicopter landing on a deck but not specifying a date or whether the Type 075 was involved. It followed a navigation restriction notice prohibiting all ships from entering waters around Leizhou Peninsula, which neighbors Hainan, between November 17 and 30.